Major divide in Denver's police department. Officers calling for their chief to step down. And today, Denver's mayor responding to those demands. 7 News reporter Lindsay Watts tracking this development story. And Lindsay, this is a very public fight within the department.
Right, Eric, and it all started with this. On Saturday, 2 protesters poured red paint on the DPD Fallen Officers Memorial. Police say their instructions from Chief White as this was happening was to stand down. That policy has now everyone divided on this issue, including the mayor.
What started as a protest against police brutality ended as an awful act of vandalism.
We don't want and should not allow these sort of things to divide our city.
But instead, it's divided the Denver Police Department. The head of the police union calling for Chief Robert White to resign, telling me today, as we move forward, I can't respect him as our chief. He lost that Saturday.
I understand and empathize with our police officers' anger and disappointment and frustration of what occurred. When I heard what happened, I was pissed off.
Mayor Michael Hancock supports White's policy for protests to identify those breaking the law and arrest them after the protests are over. The idea of using restraint, White says, to protect both officers and the public.
And our strategy played out exactly how the chief and his command staff hoped it would, that we would keep an eye on the perpetrators, and as they disperse, we would safely apprehend them.
He says the bottom line, Chief White isn't going anywhere.
I'm the only one who can remove Chief White from his post unless he resigns. He's not resigning. We have spoken today. I support Chief White and his command staff and their decision to keep our officers safe.
Tonight, the calls for Chief White's resignation are getting louder. I just got this email from the Fraternal Order of Police, another officer organization. It says in part, "You have lost your officers. They do not respect you, and I can't imagine they'd follow you or your command staff anywhere." Lindsay Watt, 7 News.